Hello explorers and welcome to another video. Today we're going to talk about Invoke AI. And this is not really a tutorial, it's more of a showcase. We're gonna go through the install instructions, it's not that much to it. And then we're gonna talk about how to use it and what it's pretty much good for. And I think this is something that is really interesting if you want to do image manipulation or image generation. So if we switch over to my screen here, we can see that we have this installation script here. We pretty much create a new directory. We run this script in order to create a new environment for a particular Python version. Nothing major. Then we activate that particular one. We will choose a particular release and then check it out with Git pretty much if we want. But we don't really need to. We can also talk about if we want to use a particular NVIDIA GPU, AMD GPU, other cases. We can choose a particular backend here. And if we want, we then do an install with, like, say, Torch in backend. It's pretty much this with a particular version. Very simple. Then we deactivated this script and deactivate it again. And then we will run Invoke AI with the root home directory where we want everything to be stored. So it's not that many steps. It's not that complicated. I don't think we need to go through it. We just look at what is it actually about. So if we go into Invoke AI here we have the actual GUI, and you see that I already created a couple images here for Hancho information. Now I'm looking into creating an image for training my deliver model, and I think these are pretty nice images. I have created them in an anime style with this kind of prompting here. So you see that the GUI for creating images, it's much simplified from this interface that I looked into earlier, where you needed to create this graph and figure out how to connect different things and so on. Here we have everything available in one simple interface. So first off, we want to generate something. We want to say that it should be in a particular style, anime. We have a particular prompt. Then we want to say, I want to create an image, and we can choose the width and height of the image. And then we can say it should be just random. But we can also set a particular seed. We could give it a particular image to start from. But when you are generating images, usually you use random and then you generate something. And then we have this particular model. In this case, I'm using Qwen image, but I have also installed Flux2 Klein for B. I've tried that as well. Works pretty well as well. This Klein one is a little bit faster. And then we have VIE. We need to select one of those. Usually when you download a model, these kind of things comes with it. So the Qwen image have its own VIE. It has its own encoder, and we choose the particular quant, and all these are pretty much selected by default when you select the model, which makes things much easier. We could look into the model catalog here. So here we have what I have already installed, but if we want to, we can go over to starter model here, and here you have a list of models that you could install, and it will install what is required to run that model. But with the graphics engine that I have today, I can't really run much more than a Qwen image 2512. So that's why I've chosen that one. So if we take this one there where A8, there you have the generate part, and then we get this viewer. But we can also go over to canvas, and here you have pretty much an image manipulation point. You can draw or remove stuff here. But the interesting part is that you can actually do another generation and say, I want this particular change, and it will do that on this image in this mode. So when you're in this canvas mode, you can do image manipulation. In this case, I had this Honcho already, but I selected a bunch of stuff and then said, remove the background. So it figured out how it should remove the background. So I have pretty much an image generation and image manipulation interface already here. And then you can upscale images. So you choose an image and say, okay, I want to upscale this and have it larger in any way. And you also have workflows. Then you will have more of this complicated graph design where you create all those different things. But you don't have to. That's the point here. You have everything in a very simple interface here. And you see that I've run a lot of different prompts, but I haven't been required to do any model manipulations or any building a particular tree or anything like that. It's much simplified and a very nice interface to work with and generate images. So this was what I wanted to cover today. I hope that you found this interesting. I hope that you liked this video. Give it a like, share it with your friends and colleagues. If you haven't subscribed yet, please do that. If you have any comments or suggestions, leave those in the comment section down below. And I really want to see you in the next video.